Listen, Lakers fans, I understand that this is a long season and there's gonna be ups and downs, but it may be time to hit the panic button. But y'all let me know. What do YouTube family? It's your boy Rob. And say I'm back with another RobNaMic, where I come on here every now and then and I talk cool to those out listening. You know, I do this every now and then. I need to get more consistent, but I'll be busy, so I don't have the time to do these as much as I want. But yeah, as y'all see the title. Wait, before we get into that, if you're new, subscribe to the channel. We're trying to build something great, and we cannot do that without your help. That's our slogan over here. Yeah. And if you're watching this, might as well leave a like, because I'm going to talk my shit about this weak ass Lakers team. Hope you guys enjoy. Let me get into it. So the Lakers today, or yesterday, depending on when I drop this video, lost to the Boston Celtics, and it was pretty embarrassing in the fact that the Boston Celtics didn't have not majority, but they didn't have two of their key players, which was Robert Williams and Jaylen Brown, and they still made it seem like this was an easy game. You know what I mean? And it's because of the Lakers defense. If you watch that game plus all the other games before that, you would see that this Lakers team is a terrible defensive team. And the main reason is because they give no effort. They have no effort. They don't have that extra edge on it to make that extra step on the defensive side. And it shows every possession, every quarter of every game. It's embarrassing to watch. You know, when I'm watching all these other teams like the Bulls, like who's on my team, like the Bulls, the Warriors, all these other teams, they just play defense. They take that step. They make that extra play without what's the word I'm looking for? Without fouling. Like, even in that sense, like the Lakers try to make the extra step. They try to show that effort, and that effort ends with them fouling because they just it's not a foul to them. You know what I mean? Oh yeah. And defensively, they're just embarrassing. They just have no individual player on that team that can guard a player like a Jason Tatum, like that scorer, that person that can go off. I've been watching Jason Tatum for about 3 years. He's been in the league for what, 4? Yeah. But like, I've been really watching JT for probably like the last 3 years. And I can honestly say this might be one of the very few games I watched at JT where he made his game look so effortless. In the sense that I watched this man in a game 5 or game 4 against the Nets go in his entire bag to win that game. And he did. He went in his entire bag and was busting the Celtics ass. But he had to really go crazy for them to win that game. I watched Jason Tatum today. He did everything he did was simple. It was either, once he got everybody on him, creative separation, a little push off, pull up, easy knockdown, every time. Or he got to the rim whenever he wanted, because nobody's tall enough to contest him at the rim. He had, actually, and it shows, he dropped 37 on 13 for 26. If you've been watching JT this season, you would understand why 13 and 26 on that efficiency is probably pretty rare, because it's Jason Tatum and he's known kind of for like having bad percentage games from shooting, but still a great scorer. But his percentage doesn't show. But yeah, he had his entire way the entire game, and it showed every time he touched the rock. To me, they tried to switch everything. That was a bad idea for the Lakers. Why would they switch knowing that Avery Bradley, Taylor Horton-Tucker, Wayne Ellington, Russ, they don't play deep. Like, Avery Bradley is known for his defense, but he's only like 6 foot, 6'1", 6'2", one of them, and he's not guarding 6'10" Jason Tatum. It's just not happening. I kind of probably boosted him, but watching that game, Jason Tatum was playing like a 6'11" demon. It was just embarrassing to watch. As like somewhat of a Laker fan, I'm just there to watch LeBron, but like to have to watch them just not know what to do is weird. Cause like, it's weird. Like, you would have thought LeBron would have guarded JT, because you know LeBron's a solid defender, but he didn't guard AD. Now, it was LeBron's first game back since his injury, so I understand that. But it still looked like it didn't matter. The only thing is his presence. If he wasn't there, they just would have lost worse. That's it. That's all it would. It would have been like 70 to 150. You know what I mean? Like, it would have still been a blowout game regardless. It's crazy, man. Russ, I never noticed this. This is probably my first year watching Russell Westbrook. like, because he's on one of my teams that I mainly focus on, and he don't play defense. I mean, he can't play defense at all. Like at all. Like, I'm watching him get worked by everybody. In every situation, he's getting worked. He's not locking no point guard down. He's not locking no Jason Tatum down on a switch. It's like he's barbecue chicken. It sucks. It's just embarrassing to watch. The bright side of the game, I felt like Anthony Davis had a good game. I felt like LeBron had a shot of the game on his return. But, and I even think, hold on, before I say it. Okay, I was going to say Russ had a good game. Like, I didn't watch that game knowing he missed damn near every shot and layup. And he made a 3 that I saw. But once he made that 3, he thought he was Steph Curry. I hate when he does that. Don't y'all hate when he does that, Laker fans? When this man shoots 1-3, makes it, now he thinks he's Steph, and he just starts shooting? You're not Steph. Stop shooting. You made 1. Congrats. It was in the corner. The easiest shot in the league. Easiest 3-point shot in the league. In the world. You're not Steph. Don't shoot another one after that possession. The team just needs help, man. And I was talking to Darian, you know, my co-host over there, and y'all know Darian. If you subscribe, you should subscribe while you at it. Who was texting on the group chat and was like, I hit him with this. I was like, hot take? No bullshit. I said this. That Russell Westbrook might get traded. Cause it just, if you watching, Russell Westbrook really ain't, I don't want to say not good because he's in the NBA, but he's just not it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm watching him hoop. And have y'all ever noticed Russell Westbrook really don't got a bag? He's just a room runner. Like, if he's not getting an open lane to the basket, he not doing nothing with the rock. Like, a lot of players gotta, like, you know, they get you with the dribble, cross, step back, something like that, or tween step back, or whatever. You know, they got a bag on them. They got something to go to when they need a quick bucket. Russ is either I'm getting to the rim or I'm passing the ball. Like, that shit is weak. Like, it's not helping the team at all. And also, we was talking, he was like, that's not gonna happen because nobody want Russell Westbrook. And I hit him with this. I was like, the only way y'all getting rid of Russell Westbrook, if y'all really gotta get rid of Russell Westbrook, you guys all got to trade THC. Now listen, I understand THC is a fan favorite and you don't want to trade him. He's very good. He's very good at the game of basketball. But what he brings to the team isn't, I don't want to say needed because it's needed, but it's not the primary focus, if that makes sense. They need a defensive player that can lock up somebody's best player because they don't have that. AD is a great defender, but AD isn't consistent enough on the defensive side. At least when the team, like, they do pick and rolls and stuff, you don't want him guarding the best team's perimeter player every night. And so that's when they need to go get. I suggested this dude over there in Orlando. That's just one. And Jonathan Isaac, I was like, maybe, you know, that's a team rebuilding. They would like Taylor Horton-Tucker. Now, they're already guard heavy, so that's one thing. But they also, I feel like they wouldn't mind getting somebody like THC. That's a player. Now, I don't think Jonathan Isaac is playing yet. But you just know his potential. Like, you know he's a good defender if you've been watching him while he's played his games. But, like, even then, there's just other little, like, defenders out there that they need instantly, like right now. I don't know one off the top of my head right now, but they need them. Carmelo Anthony too. Carmelo Anthony has been wonderful on offense. He's been wonderful on offense. Great 3-point shooter, great scorer. You know, he's already Hall of Fame scorer. You know that. Everybody knows that. But on the other side, he be getting cooked. Like Dennis Schroeder, the moment Dennis Schroeder got Carmelo Anthony on him in the switch, barbecue chicken. He was gone every time, straight to the rim. Cause Carmelo's not sliding with nobody, no guard at least. He's not sliding with no guard. This is not in him. He don't have that quickness in him. Maybe on offense when he's in the post up, he's just quick like that for some reason. But when it comes to defense, he don't got the shuffle in his legs to get there. Not like some. I said this though. Like, I'm giving myself credit. I said this in the beginning of the season when they got their full roster. We knew their full roster. I said the only way this Lakers team will be a championship team is if they are the best defensive team in the league. And obviously, they're probably not even top 20. They're probably after 25, honestly. I don't know the team stats or whatever, but they're not good. They obviously give 130 things against a team without Jaylen Brown, who's been struggling this season, who's just getting off to like being themselves. You know, now they were at home, still no excuse. But yeah, man, I think that's it. You know, Lakers just got to get it together. And the positive side of me thinks they can. It's a long season. I think they can. But on the negative side of me, I'm like, on the con side of me, I'm like, you gotta switch it up. You gotta trade Russ. And I don't really, you know, the storyline of that, the timeline, the headline of it, you know, media-wise, it'll be like, damn, you know, Russ traded again from his hometown team. It's like, fuck, you know what I mean? But it's like, if you trying to win a championship as a Laker organization, LeBron's on the year 19, 18, 19, one of them. It's like, you might have to trade him. Unfortunately, you might have to trade him. It's gonna suck. He might have his feelings hurt. I don't know, but I would have my feelings hurt. So I feel like he might have his feelings hurt about that. But you gotta do what's best for your team. And right now, your team isn't looking like a championship team. Make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe. Before I get out of here, I'm gonna try to do this more often throughout this next week because I'm off work. I should be non-busy like that. So I'll be watching more games, and yeah. So hope you guys enjoyed. I talked my shit for a little bit, probably about like 14, 13 minutes. We'll see. Yeah, leave a like if you're new, subscribe. I'm trying to build something great on here. We cannot do that without your help. And we out.